Thank you. So I'll keep show you guys. I want to stay on my face while we're doing this. Anyway, continuing off this downtrend, prices under the 20, 50, 200 moving average. Oh, Jenny, making me blush. What we do like to see is what I do like is prices currently holding under this. What was support is now turning to resistance right through that. So moving on to that, looking at where our next potential target is to me is here, right? This is the next level of support that's logical, but price wants to get to. It's just a matter of finding an entry. Massive drop last week in price. We pushed past this part pretty easy. I thought it might stop there for a bit, but didn't. And went out, now we're just looking for an entry, right? So basically, we're just waiting for price to pull back into an area of resistance. That is, I'm going to guess, is most likely a 50% on the dot. There you go. And that's where we're looking to enter this particular trade, is around this 50% level there. So 50% becomes our entry. Now, there's two ways you can look for targets. If you don't like to hold trade, it's pretty much there anyway, but 50%, if you enter at 50%, stops at the 0, take profit at the 161.8, that's going to give you just over a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. And the 161 is an extension used quite often by a lot of traders for take profit levels and whatnot, take profits and turning points, that sort of stuff. So it's always a good idea if you do want to set your take profits at 161. That's a pretty good level to always do it at, sort of no matter where you're trading. As you can see on this particular one, we actually did take this trade. So we took that trade, targets were at the 161, market totally reversed from there. So the 161 becomes a really good level to look for targets. So yeah, basically we're looking for price to drop, right? I'd like to see about 160 pip move to the downside. And then go from there. Rad, what's happening, Rad? So that's Aussie Swiss franc. Let me just stop everyone's videos coming through. All right, so next one, Euro Oz. Euro Oz, same deal. Looking for this continuation to the upside. Euro Oz, I believe we can get back up into 1.65390, 1.65400, just say that. It's a matter of looking for another entry. Where do we enter? Most likely down this little support right through here. Right? I'd like to see price come down closer to the 20 within this area right through here, and then start to look for that push to the upside. I'm going to change that red. I don't like red. So yeah, definitely want to see price push up from this level there. So come down, reject, bullish engulfer, look for the push back up into these highs up here at 1.65370. Right, I like it. Looks really good. Oh, exciting news as well. I know a lot of, I think I've told some people, but prop firm is basically ready, right? It's been a big sort of journey this year. A lot harder to start than I thought it would be. But yeah, we will be offering trade funding for our members. Now, it is only going to be funding for, I'm not taking anyone on. It's going to be very exclusive sort of thing. It's not just an open prop firm for anyone, because we're doing it off live accounts, not demos, or the whole evaluation goes for 1 year. It doesn't go for a month. It goes for 1 whole year live accounts. So yeah, I'll be updating the website soon right here, but it will be just for Global Institute Trading members. And the reason being is because I'd like to evaluate you guys myself first before funding you with my money. And we will fund people from 10 grand, all the way up to however much they want, really. But yeah, it will be like, we're looking for 12 to 15% return per year. We're not looking for, big 100% gains, 10% a month, that sort of stuff. 10, 15% per year is basically what we're looking for. So I just thought I'd just let you guys know. Hopefully it should be running by the end of this month. But it will be only for my members, for my group. And the reason being is because I want to teach you guys how to trade before you touch my money and trade my money. So yeah, that's what. That's why. And it's not going to be just for anyone. So you have to apply for it, and then I have to evaluate you before I even accept you. Anyway, moving on. Euro Oz. I do like Euro Oz to the upside. So yeah, buying it in this little golden zone right there. Looks good. Euro Yen, right? Euro Yen. Unfortunately, we took a loss on this one last week. So just having chat rooms. Euro Yen, yeah, unfortunately, we took a small loss on this one. Look, I don't think, so I do think this is still coming to the downside. I've been looking at around, I'm just going to go here, at around 1.26444, whatever it is. But yeah, where I'd like to sort of look at entering now is let's see if price can come back up into this level here. We'll just call it this little golden area right through there. And then basically look for price to come down right from there, push down into here. So roughly around 220 pips to the downside is really what we're looking for. Yeah, that's it. We've already had a couple of retests of this level here. So unfortunately, we got stopped out last week. So we entered here on this little pullback. The price decided to come back and put this one up. That would have, if had I seen that one, that would have been a nice big entry. But I think price was already out of the way for me to look at entering that one. But look, we're getting second chance entry. If price comes up into here, looks for rejections, push down, good to go. Dollar Singapore. I am on this one on my other trading account. So I took this one on my other account, my main trading account, and where we entered, or where I entered, was basically on this little push right through that. So I'll just zoom in a little bit and show you. So it's kind of just a little bit in profit at the moment. So I entered basically, came down, rejection, rejection, bullish engulfer. That's the textbook setup we look for right there, isn't it? Everyone that knows my trading system, that's the textbook setup that we look for, right? Pull back into support, rejection, rejection, bullish engulfer. Oh, it wasn't episode. I must be looking at the one out. Yeah, that's right. I was looking at that one out oversold as well. Stochastics. Price. Sorry, I entered on that 4-hour push up. Stops were, I think, down here or something like that. Some I can check it out later. Almost came to stops, came back up in a profit, came back down to break even. Now it's a little bit in profit. This is a particular entry right here as well. So where price is now, if you're not already in it, that is potential entry. I'd hold off a little bit. I mean, the market's just opened, so you don't want to get too heavy right now. Just wait, right? See if we can sort of push down a little bit more, maybe into here, reject a few more. If this comes into the oversold, even better. To look for that push to the upside. But we already have one sign of rejection. This little potential bullish engulfer. Where's my counter? I don't know. I just realized I don't know my timer that tells me that the counter is going to close. But yeah, I do like this to the upside. We'll just look for continuations to the upside. Euro Oz, no, sorry, Aussie dollar. Definitely looking for this to continue down. Now, who's still holding this one? I mean, I'm talking about from my signal all the way up here, because this should not have closed yet. You should still be holding this one. Good stuff. It's almost a 1 to 7 risk reward. This is the beautiful part of trend trading. That was the entry right there. That was the signal given. And this is still running, right? Beautiful trade. So you should be well over 420 pips in profit on this market. Not too far from targets now. You can start trailing your stops, like you'd start trailing your stop losses now. So move it from there. I'll be moving it to about there now. So lock in, 180 pips or so. That way, if it does have a freak push up, at least you make something. You don't want to have it too close here in case it sort of pops up and then goes down. But yeah, you could lock in about there at the moment. So yeah, well done to everyone still holding this particular signal. I mean, this was given back in June. So I've been holding it for June, July, August, almost 2 months now. And it's produced a very nice trend, right? Targets are down here. So overall, the targets are around 500 pips or so, 550 pips. So yeah, that was a really good trade. Looking for another entry, if you're not in it, where would you look for entry? Basically, what I'd be looking at right now is, where is the market? How far is it extended down? So you can see we had this little consolidation push, right? Little consolidation, push, breakout, push, 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 push. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4 days of bearishness. On the fourth day, we had this little push up, this little wick decided to push right up. Could show signs of minor pullbacks to come, not the whole trend change. So I'm not buying it, but I will be looking for an entry. Where can we find that entry? I'll just be going to, what I'll be looking for is price to come back to a resistance. And I guess that works right through there, right? That's a nice little resistance. That will give time for the 20 and the 50 to catch up. Rejection, bearish engulfer, and as well as it lines up with a bit of daily resistance as well. So yeah, I like that to the downside, right? That's if you're not still holding. I mean, look, you can scale back into this one now. You could see out into this one if you're still holding that. Stops there. Look at re-entering there. Yeah, go from there. But Bartek, you're still holding it. Good stuff, man. Jay, are you still holding this one, or did you get stopped out on trailing stop loss? Stopped, yeah. Okay, it's a good reason. Like, I guess it shows you as well why you shouldn't trail too soon, too early. This is why I don't trail too early, right? Where we entered, you know, I don't sort of just trail too early. I like to sort of give it time before you start trailing the stops. That's cool. Lessons learned. As a trade for next time. Still got potential 170 pips to be made. Yeah, but that's all right. No harm done. There'll be plenty more throughout your trading time. New Zealand dollar. Yeah, New Zealand dollar. Nice break from this level here. Support through here. So it's basically looking for entries now. I dare say this would be about entry right through here. That resistance. So if price comes up into there, rejects, bearish engulfer, that's where you want to be looking at taking these shorts to the downside. I'm not expecting a deep pullback into here. That would be pretty extended. That would be a pretty deep pullback. I mean, it could happen. If it happens, it happens. But right now, I'd be expecting this part right here to hold. Reason being is price has come down. It's come up once, right? It's if it comes up again, it'll most likely hold, and that's where you'll be looking at taking this lower. And from there, I mean, how big's... Yeah, so it's only 100 pips, so it's not really too exciting. Yeah, that's where you'd be looking to enter that one. Pound Oz, definitely like this one to the upside still. I mean, beautiful daily trend. This one I've got expectations to push up into 1.97, pretty well on the dot, 1.97. Where to enter? Well, basically look at daily, right? You can see we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 bullish days in a row. The fifth day, which was Friday yesterday, turned out to be a nice little rejection candle. So potential, not whole reversal. I would not be selling this one. Very strong uptrend. So you want to be going with the momentum, but waiting for a pullback, right? Where could that happen? I think it's just a matter of wait and seeing, really. I think we could pull back. Ideally, if it comes into here, beautiful. Right? I'd love to buy that. Very nice break set up on the daily as well. That's what I'll be looking for. Yeah, right through there. So buying it at 1.89380 or so, whatever, give or take. Who's messaging me? Discord. Aussie yen. I took a trade on this one last week as well. Made a nice profit. This one I'll be looking to re-enter at this level there. So that's the little golden zone there. So price comes up, rejects. Bearish engulfer, look at going short. I entered this one last week here. If I just sort of, I don't want to show you guys my trading history, but if I just stop the video for a second and get the trade up. So I'm going to reshare the screen in 2 seconds here. Sorry about that loud. Boop, that's the other program that I use. That was this one here. So basically I entered here, targets were just there, and had a little pullback. But yeah, look, I'd be looking to re-enter through here. Look for the price rejection, push down. Looks to go short, right, at that level. I do like that one. Jay, good stuff. Very good stuff. Mate, signals have been amazing this August. August? Are we in August? July, August? Yeah. It's been a great month. Great trading month, personally. So yeah. Euro yen. We went over euro yen, didn't we? Pound dollar? Do we go pound dollar? No, we didn't. This particular one, I do like to the downside. We're under the 200, but I want to see this break, right? Before I start getting heavy on this one, I want to see this break right through there. Break, retest, push down. Come back to that one probably tomorrow or later in the week when that actually happens. Same deal with this one. I want to see a break, a retest that before I get too interested. Natural gases is looking really good. Pull back 50%. Right. What I like about this one is this nice little price comes up, pulls back 50%, support through here. Nice candle there. What's all this moving about? Hang on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, nice big pin bar right through there. Had this support, so this is looking really good. Oversold stochastics, looking beautiful. The only thing we need to wait for is engulfer to close above the 20 EMA, and I'll be looking to take that trade. But yeah, this is looking really good through there. Targets for this one, on the other hand, up to the 161, which lines up perfectly with that resistance. So I'm definitely excited about that trade. So that's natural gases. New Zealand yen. New Zealand against the Japanese yen. That is a resistance we want retested. So basically, yeah, just waiting for this level to be retested. So market comes up into here, right? Rejects, bearish engulfer. That's where you're looking to go short, right? Right through that. Dollar CAD. I'm a bit funny on that big rejection, so I'll probably just hold off on this one. Yeah, it should be 161 there. It's already there. So the way I do it is I default, I just get rid of the 38.2. I don't really use the 42 as well. I usually have the 161 and the thing. So another thing I do as well is with the 2.618, delete that, put -1, and with this 1.061, delete that, put -0. And what that's going to do is you'll notice this one and this one will move to the upside, so you don't have to switch them around to get the extension. So you just go like that, and now they're above there. So that gives you a target. So the 50 61.8% is your entry level, and the 161 and 261 is your extension level, your take profit, which I feel like so basically like that. So that's your entry. There's your take profit there. So my entry is always, not always, but like usually I like to see it between the, what I call the golden zone, between the 50 61.8% is where I like to look for entries. Dollar CAD, yeah, so dollar CAD definitely, I do like buying it, but I want to see how it reacts around this level there. Yeah, we'll see. Price comes back, if it rejects, push and go for beautiful. Pull it, yeah, pound US dollar and US dollar Thai baht. Did you say Thai baht? Is that what you said? Yeah. The only thing with this one, what are the swaps? Where is it? I would not be buying this one. It's got some pretty large swaps to the upside. But if that doesn't worry you, oh yeah, it's also some pretty big resistance. I'd personally wait for that to break, retest, and go up from there. Swaps, you go up to view, go to symbol, pick the currency pair. So let's just say Aussie yen, click properties, and then you can see the swap rate here. So that one's dollars long and short, just negative 1.18, just next to nothing. When you get large swaps, So most of the exotics, let's say you're against the Hungarian forint, how do I say it? So it's not that bad on that one. US dollar against the Danish krona. Not the worst, not the best, but not the worst either. Mexicans against the yen, pretty good swaps. Dollar against those, see look at that, negative 658 swaps long, but positive 395 short. So you would only ever short this market, not buy it, right? I would never buy this market, but I would short it. 395 swap favors short. That's the Korean one. Let me check that out actually. I mean, if that's in a downtrend, no, it's an uptrend. Never mind. Yeah, so anyway, for dollar type bar, I'll definitely be waiting for this level to break, retest, and then look at going up from there. From there, that could be a target there. But just remember there's very heavy swaps to the upside. Peter, you have your hand up. Copper. What's the symbol for copper again? X, is it XCU? Yeah, XCU. Okay. I'll see how it goes around here, right? I'd expect a few days consolidation at the least. I'd look for a consolidation break, right? So little box formation, break above to the upside. That's the only thing I'd be looking for on this one. Apart from that, there's really not much just yet. Not yet, anyway. Jenna, you have your question. Pound New Zealand is absolutely nothing. That's rubbish, that market. That is ugly. I'd imagine it'd be very good. Sure. Yeah. I mean, if you're sure, I believe it's going to continue lower. 90.5 is what I'd be looking for. So about another 100 pips to the low, downside. It's a bit choppy, but it's down, right? If you just continue with the trends. Are you already in this one? If not, I probably wouldn't be looking at entering it. I mean, look, it's nice to the downside, but it's choppy. There's cleaner Aussie pairs out there, like for instance, Aussie yen, much cleaner, Aussie dollar, much cleaner, Aussie Swiss, much cleaner. That's what I'll be looking for, as opposed to choppiness. Okay, if you're in, perfect. Yeah, I'd definitely be holding that if you're already in that one. You'd be in profit. I'd like it to 90.5. And it's a good trade. It just might sort of fluctuate a bit, that's all. Just be prepared for that, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Cool. All right. Well, Gabe, you have a question? Silver. What am I looking for? XAG. Yeah, I'm a bit bummed about silver. Like we had a short on this one. Did it get silver? If you're going to short this, I'd wait for this to break. Definitely wait for this to break. Big level, break, retest, and then see if it comes down from there. Yeah, that's what I'll be waiting for. Big short since 25. Ah, beautiful. Good stuff. Yeah, I think it'll go down. All right, one more pound yen, and then we'll go. I'm gonna jump off. Yeah, this one I like to the upside. Got the uptrends. I'd be waiting to see what happens, right? We've already got 1 day rejection, right? If we can get a little couple of days and then a bullish engulfer, that's what I'll be looking for. I'd definitely be looking for that. I went over Euro Yen. I did go over Aussie Swiss and Euro Yen. So just watch the recording. I'm going to put the recording up as soon as I finish. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going back and forth. Pound Yen, yeah, rejection. Look for a bullish engulfer, and I'd like to see this to the upside. All right, we'll call it there. Cheers, Canadian Ed. All right, guys, we'll change your name to Canadian Ed. All right, guys, take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheers, guys.